Relationships are wonderful, but they can also be really complex. Sometimes issues sneak up on us without us even realizing. Here are 9 subtle clues that your relationship might be heading down a rocky path. Especially the first clue, watch until the end. The 9th clue is decreased communication. Remember when you and your partner used to talk for hours about everything and nothing? If those deep conversations have dwindled down to just small talk or logistical discussions, it's a sign that something might be off. Communication is the backbone of any relationship. If you notice that you're not sharing your thoughts and feelings like you used to, it might be time to have a serious conversation about why that is. For instance, let's say you and your partner used to discuss your dreams, future plans, and even the mundane details of your day. But now conversations are limited to things like, did you pay the bills, or what's for dinner? This isn't just about the quantity of conversation, but the quality. Are you discussing meaningful topics, or has it turned into just exchanging information? If you find yourselves talking less and less about your feelings, hopes, and fears, it's a clear sign that the emotional connection might be weakening. Imagine you used to share everything with your partner, how your day went, funny things that happened at work, your worries, and your dreams for the future. But lately, you find that when something exciting or troubling happens, you don't feel the urge to tell your partner. Instead, you might tell a friend or keep it to yourself. This shift can indicate that you're not feeling as connected or supported as you used to. Next up is a lack of intimacy. Intimacy isn't just about physical closeness, although that's a part of it. It also includes emotional intimacy, feeling close and connected to your partner. If you notice a decline in physical affection like hugs, kisses, or even just holding hands, it might indicate that there's an underlying issue. Pay attention to how you feel when you're together. Do you still feel that spark? Or has the relationship started to feel more like a friendship, or worse, a roommate situation? Intimacy is a key component of a healthy relationship, so don't ignore it if it's fading away. Think back to when you and your partner couldn't keep your hands off each other. You'd hold hands while walking, steal kisses while cooking, and cuddle on the couch. If those moments have become rare or feel forced, it might be a sign that the emotional bond is weakening. Perhaps you've noticed that your partner no longer initiates physical contact, or when they do, it feels mechanical rather than loving. The 7th clue is avoiding conflict. Now, I know this sounds counterintuitive because who likes to fight, right? But avoiding conflict altogether can be just as harmful as constant arguing. Healthy conflict means you're communicating and working through issues together. If you or your partner are avoiding tough conversations or sweeping issues under the rug to keep the peace, it's a red flag. This behavior can lead to resentment and unresolved issues piling up over time. It's important to address problems head-on, even if it's uncomfortable. Let's say you've noticed that your partner is spending a lot of time on their phone, and it's making you feel neglected. Instead of bringing it up and discussing how it makes you feel, you decide to keep quiet to avoid an argument. Over time, this resentment can build up and cause even bigger issues. In healthy relationships, partners feel safe to express their concerns and work through disagreements together. Another subtle clue is feeling lonely even when you're together. Being in a relationship is supposed to make you feel supported and loved. But if you find yourself feeling isolated or emotionally distant from your partner, it's a sign that something is wrong. This can happen when there's a lack of emotional support, or if your partner is physically present but emotionally absent. If you're feeling lonely, it's crucial to communicate this with your partner and work on ways to reconnect. Imagine sitting next to your partner while watching a movie, but feeling like your worlds apart. You try to start a conversation, but they seem disinterested or distracted. This sense of emotional loneliness can be more painful than physical separation. It's important to talk to your partner about how you're feeling and find ways to rebuild that emotional connection. The 5th clue is changes in behavior or routine. Has your partner started acting differently lately? Maybe they've developed new habits or interests that exclude you. While it's normal for people to grow and change, significant shifts in behavior or routine can indicate that they're distancing themselves from the relationship. For example, if they suddenly start spending more time at work with friends or engaging in new hobbies without including you, it might be a sign that they're pulling away. Pay attention to these changes and talk to your partner about what's going on. Perhaps your partner has always enjoyed a certain hobby like playing video games, but lately they're spending every evening and weekend doing it, leaving little time for you. Or maybe they've started hanging out with a new group of friends and don't invite you along. These changes can be subtle, but they often signal a shift in priorities. The 4th clue is constant criticism or defensiveness. If you or your partner are constantly criticizing each other or getting defensive during conversations, it's a sign of underlying issues. This behavior creates a negative environment and can erode the foundation of your relationship. For instance, if every conversation turns into a blame game, or if you feel like you have to walk on eggshells to avoid conflict, it's time to address these patterns. Healthy relationships involve constructive feedback and open communication, not constant negativity. Imagine every time you bring up a concern, your partner immediately gets defensive, turning the conversation around to what you're doing wrong. Or perhaps you notice that you're constantly nitpicking their behavior, from the way they chew their food to how they dress. This constant criticism can create a toxic environment and push partners further apart. Another subtle clue is a lack of future plans together. In a healthy relationship, both partners are excited about the future and make plans together. Whether it's planning a vacation, discussing future goals, or even talking about where you want to be in 5 years. These conversations show that you're both invested in the relationship. If your partner seems disinterested in making future plans or avoids these discussions altogether, it might be a sign that they're not as committed as you are. Pay attention to their level of enthusiasm when talking about the future. Think about the last time you tried to plan a trip or even discuss what you'd like to do next weekend. If your partner seems indifferent or avoids making concrete plans, it might indicate that they're unsure about the relationship's future. Planning together is a way to show that you're both looking forward to a shared future. The second clue is a decreased interest in each other's lives. In a thriving relationship, both partners are genuinely interested in each other's lives, hobbies, and experiences. If you notice that your partner no longer asks about your day or shows interest in your activities, it might be a sign that they're emotionally checking out. For example, if they used to be excited to hear about your work, your friends, or your hobbies but now seem indifferent, it's worth paying attention to. Mutual interest and curiosity are important aspects of a strong relationship. Let's say you've started a new project at work or taken up a new hobby, and your partner doesn't ask about it or seems uninterested when you bring it up. This lack of engagement can feel like they're not invested in your life or happiness, which can create distance between you. Finally, the first clue is trust issues. If you or your partner are having trust issues, whether it's due to past experiences or recent behavior, it's a serious red flag. This can manifest as jealousy, snooping, or constantly questioning each other's intentions. If trust is broken, it's crucial to address it head-on and work towards rebuilding it. Without trust, a relationship cannot thrive. Maybe you've noticed that your partner is overly protective of their phone, or you've caught yourself feeling paranoid about where they are or who they're with. These trust issues can create a toxic environment where both partners feel uneasy and insecure. It's essential to have open and honest conversations to rebuild trust and ensure both partners feel safe and secure in the relationship. So there you have it, 9 subtle clues that your relationship might be failing. Recognizing these signs early can help you take action and potentially save your relationship. Remember, every relationship has its ups and downs, but it's how you handle those challenges together that truly matters. If you enjoyed today's video and want to show your support for our channel, please subscribe and comment down below with the word "I subscribe." Your support means the world to us, and it's what motivates us to keep creating content that we hope you find valuable and enjoyable. Also, leave a comment below if you've experienced any of these signs and how you dealt with them. We'd love to hear your stories. Be sure to check out the next recommended video popping up on your screen right now. Thanks for watching.